Hey you, found another song for kinky peeps. This might be a little outside your particular wheelhouse, but I think you can appreciate it all the same. And I send a link for Meg Meyer's song Desire. I may have sent this one before too.
Good afternoon, my sexy friend. Hugs. I actually kind of enjoyed that song. If you could have seen my face when the guitar solo kicked in.
Lol. This particular video just shows the lyrics.
My mouth was so wide open, you could have put an entire breast in it.
That's pretty wide.
It was. I just finished my newest multi-tracking video for my singing channel. Starting to get video editing better.
Very cool. How's the script coming along?
It's not. Last couple of days have been this project. A photo manipulation for a friend's birthday and the sex tips with Lauren video. Next up is probably a Jorrun after dark.
Very cool. No rush. I thought at some point you mentioned you wanted it completed by the end of the week.
The script has me stumped. When that happens, I transition to another project.
I'll continue to jot down interesting Lorne phrases as I hear them and send them to you.
That would actually be quite helpful. Heart, how's your day going?
You know me, I enjoy being used. I mean, being useful.
Well, I'll make sure to do both then, evil devil face.
You're going to be useful to me?
Never! Yahahaha!
Lol, lol, lol. That's what you said.
How is your day going? I'm gonna take a walk. Beautiful day here, and I need air, sun, and time to think. I meant I'll use you and let you be useful. The suck-ass English language.
So far, my day is going all right. We are still busy, and I'm taking Friday off, so I need to make sure all my deliverables have been met.
So you can't make sure?
Oops, that's better.
Good. Excited about your 4-day weekend?
Oh my god, so excited. Guess what?
You are going to soak in a bubble bath with a glass of red wine?
Nope, go check my channel, please.
Well, since you said please, the big 200! I am so proud of you, kissy face.
Thanks.
I have to catch up, winky face.
Mm-hmm.
A random musing. I really have changed. In the last year and 2 months, I just made a photo manip for my friend's birthday. It was very hard. I won't lie about that, but I didn't give up. I stopped a couple of times, I took a walk, but kept watching different videos until I found a good one and learned how to do it. Jorrun in his 20s would not have done that, or his 30s, or most of his 40s. He would have buried his head, ran, felt sorry for himself, but not this Jorrun. I stuck with it almost obsessively. Realistically, I stuck with it in a masterful way. I handled it in a very dominant way. I'm so much happier now like this. I know you can understand. My brain needs to relax after all that mental effort. Ha ha ha! If I don't see you tonight, you have a great night and a pleasant dreams. I'm glad I have you to express these things to. You're a great friend.
Kick ass. I just know that you put that photo in its place. Yes, it is a wonderful thing to have someone to discuss the more exotic interests and not have to worry about accurately defining power exchange in the 21st century.
I made that fucking photo my bitch, Kelpie.
Oh, I bet you did, Jorrun. I bet you did.
Ha ha! I did. I pity the photo that thinks it can't be manipulated by me. It is wonderful to have. Also, I'm thankful I am not the weenie I was in my 30s who sees a sub and tries to steal her.
Wow. Were you successful ever?
No.
Don't feel like you need to respond quickly. Relax a bit.
The sub that can be stolen isn't worth having. Lucky for me.
I should hope not. I would hate to think any sub would be so disobedient so quickly.
Thank you. I'll probably soak in my clean tub soon.
You would need to punish them immediately after stealing them. Epsom salts?
Always. Eucalyptus scent.
Very nice.
I've always joked about stealing past girlfriends, but that didn't happen. I just showed up, and they left a lesser man on their own accord.
That must have been a tightrope walk of emotions to leave one sir to go to another.
Well, they were in vanilla relationships at the time. The guys dropped the ball extremely hard. Don't date an exceptional woman and plan to be a below-average boyfriend.
You should get that out on a PSA.
Yeah! I'm sure you've seen memes and such that say things like, if you don't treat your beautiful woman right, someone else will? Well, I'm that someone else. Cool sunglassy face.
Prince Charming to save the day.
Not a prince, but a duke. Duke Jorrun.
Dauphin, Jorrun?
Dauphin. Is that French?
Oui. It's the title for the heir apparent.
Oh, I had a Haitian friend, and that was his last name. That's very nice.
I have also been fond of Viscount and Marquess, but Marquess is below a duke, but above an earl.
Contessa is so feminine. Oh, just a reminder to never talk French to me on the phone, sexy crazy face.
I know, and honestly, I don't know that much French.
Phew, tonguey face.
If anything, I might utilize German from time to time, and Latin, of course.
Okay, cool. German will never turn me on.
Weird.
But don't try to do so by calling me Meister.
No. I have a very short phrase that has proven extremely effective.
Effective?
Yes.
At?
I can't say.
Well, thank heavens for that.
I would get in trouble for oversharing.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
There is disobedience, and there is also disappointment.
Aw, cry face. This will cheer you up. And here's a link. The Galaxy song, which is in Monty Python's movie, The Meaning of Life. Rose.
Hey, you. Finish all that soup?
Yeah, I have some left. The nachos meals made it last longer. Smiley face. How's you today? Eager for quitting time, I bet.
Oh my, yes. And what are your plans?
Well, I have a question for you. I have to phrase it respectfully and appropriately.
An hour passes by. Still trying to word it.
Oh, well, I was waiting for a response. Okay, let's imagine this is an alternate universe. There is a submissive, just like you, but masterless. I just got a hold of something that will make me very powerful as a content creator. Limitless possibilities.
What did you get?
The question is, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would be the level of arousal hearing me say that I am about to become very powerful?
With just the information you've given me, 1.
Yes.
Traditional external power doesn't interest me much. Not what you expected.
Sorry, I got distracted by a text. Not what I expected. I thought there would be at least a tingle.
With no details, not much to pique my interest.
I guess not, but it should be here in a few hours.
So this isn't just an alternative universe?
Not in this case.
So what are you getting?
I'll send you a pic when it arrives.
Alrighty.
Green screen! And then I sent a picture of a green screen.
Hopefully, you still think I have the skills to play the part you had in mind.
I am more confident in you than ever now. But why haven't I heard from you in 3 days, precious? Busy creating or serving your sir?
Oh, just found your comment. I'm flattered.
I'm just being honest. What do you think of my new setup?
That looks pretty darn professional.
Understandable. I miss chatting with my friend, Rose. I went on a 3-day bender of creativity. Literally forcing myself to not create today.
But cooking is creating. Oh, for the record, during my last couple of lines in the recording, I held back a bit.
You are correct. You were the first person you sent that pic to.
What did I send?
I sent a pic to, rather.
Oh, and I am honored.
Welcome. Be right back. Phone call.
KK.
I'm back, precious. I just reconnected with a truly remarkable human being. Kissy face.
That is wonderful to hear.
Thank you. I have made a truly terrible mistake in my life by not keeping in touch with wonderful people, and I intend to rectify that. Tell me what you've been up to. I went ham for 3 days and created everything.
Hold that thought. Gotta run a quick errand.
You got it. That's what I call a time-consuming errand.
5 hours later. Well, I knew you saw me in Club Stream.
Yeah, I gave you mouth to mouth, good friend that I am.
Saved my life.
I won't respond to that. A great batter doesn't swing at every pitch. So, that's new? Aside from your star role in Salmon's sketch?
Huh? What?
You set me up with a line that made it way too easy to be flighty. So I passed on it.
Oh, very noble. I would expect nothing less.
Why, thank you.
I'm just listening to tunes, actually. Bake's Discord has a music lounge, so Royme and I are just kicking it.
Oh, very cool. What have you been up to these past few days that you are at liberty to say, winky wink wink?
Interesting fact. A romantic poet, I want to say it was Alexander Pope, wrote a poem wishing he was a flea on his beloved's pubic hair.
Ew!
The metaphors change, but the reason behind them doesn't.
Clever?
Fleas were super common back then. To be that close was illicit, uber intimate.
I see. It's oddly passionate.
Exactly. And the purple prose obscures the shock of what he is suggesting.
That might be worth a read.
And I provide a link to the poem The Flea by John Donne.
Thank you.
My bad, not Pope. It was John Donne. Donne also wrote a great poem about death, Thanatopsis. That spelling might be off.
That was really good.
I know, right? I would never suggest anything that was subpar.
Yeah, I feel confident that you are telling me the truth.
You should.
Smiley face. I have news. Choose a size. Small, medium, or large.
Medium.
I finally did it. I have a Patreon now. Cool sunglassy face.
I heard on Club Stream. What are the tiers?
Yeah, so someone was pretending to be me all stream. It was a little unsettling.
I just thought it was you.
Klob knows that it wasn't me, but it was still creepy.
You weren't playing both parts.
No! Some of the jokes were funny, but I got pissed at the suggestion that I'd want to steal Sundays with Cod from Klobber. At that point, I was not laughing.
Okay. I was thinking that didn't sound like you at all. You to be that forward.
Yes, it was cute when the imposter was promoting me and telling ladies that I was single. But then he started insulting my friend Klobs. I was pissed. I left after a bit because I had a call.
Right. That's why I thought it was you playing both parts. 'Cause you can be a cad sometimes, part of your charm. But then to insist about co-hosting and the thing with the roses, it was off-putting.
Thank you. The guy was starting to cross the line, though, and I got the impression that Klobber was getting pissed.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I have my suspicions about who it was.
Who?
Kelpish, you have to give me your word as a sub. This may not be something you want to hear. I need to know that you will take it serious law.
I won't tell anyone. Safe space. You have my word.
I still want your word as a sub.
Praying hands emoji.
Okay, sit down.
I'm sitting.
I really think it's S-hole.
I really don't know anything about that person. And I never keep track of who's male or female.
He and I have always had a weird dynamic.
I know they just donated a bunch of money.
He can be friendly, but he also sometimes takes shots at me. Now, he is being looked at as a saint, which makes this super weird for me.
He often greets me in streams. That's been my only interaction. Yeah, I can see that he is.
He's so strange. On the one hand, he gives out a boatload of money. But on the other hand, he's promoting, ridiculing, slandering me. Like, WTF, biatch?
I was thinking that it might be Bartek. Well, and also, he has received a crazy amount of attention this weekend.
Bartek? Maybe. But asshole, he semi-admitted to it in the chat when I suggested that it was him.
I didn't catch that. What did he say?
I'd have to look it up. I said something like, "It's you, isn't it? Behave yourself. Don't annoy Klaba." At which point, he did a donation saying, "At Jorrun, I love annoying Klaba."
Weird. Why do people have to suck?
Why indeed? I'd hate to think anyone tonight thought I was saying such things or even thinking them. And now, Jess H is doing some drunken flirting with me on Salmon's video. Jesus Christ! Son of the Most High God!
That isn't good?
She's married! That's crossing my line. And she is really laying it on.
On Lauren chapter 4?
Yeah, read it and advise me as to a response.
Okay. I think I'm on the fence, to be completely honest.
Explain?
Her strongest comments are quotes or references to the Chatlog. You almost can't count those.
It still feels weird that she is coming at me so sexually.
Is this the first time?
Well, 2 months ago, she was super supportive and my biggest fan. And now, I haven't seen a comment from her on my video in months. It's the first time we have always been friendly. Nothing like this.
Sure.
So, that's why this is a little extra weird to me.
I would monitor it. She might have just been drunk and horny.
Deaf drunk. How do you think that I should respond?
Like how?
Exactly. Lol.
If you respond, do so as a gentleman.
Is it possible that she is jealous because I said your voice was arousing? I'm spitballing here.
Do you know what her voice sounds like? But that's like stating a fact. The sky is blue, roses are red, Kelpie's voice is hot.
I have no idea what she sounds like. You are so modest. Winky wink.
I am not overly confident about most facets of my physical self, but I know what I'm able to do with my voice. And it doesn't detract from her voice being equally so.
Agreed. I responded gentlemanly, as you suggested.
Good.
I do think that she was jealous of my attention to you. Much more so because she is drunk.
Okay, that is just ridiculous. Can we just say that right now?
Jess H left a Lauren comment, like a Lauren Chatlog comment.
Like sexy little thing in the pool.
Yeah, she probably left something like sexy little thing in the pool. And he's like, she's drunk and horny for me.
And jealous because I said
and she's jealous because I said you were sexy. And I know she's drunk because nobody's going to be horny for me if they're not fucking shit-faced.
Right.
Even I know that.
I am the worst at reading those signs. And now that you've said it, I can see it.
Are you ready to hear my big news? And what physical asset are you most confident in? Voice not included.
What is your big news?
Our script is done, my darling submissive.
At first I read that my darkling. Oh, really?
Lol. Yes, it's shorter than I wished. But I always say that it should be the length it wants to be, not what you want it to be. I juiced it up, added a very funny exchange near the end, and, well, that's it.
May I see? I'm excited. When do you want to record?
Of course you may, and know your hands are together as you ask that. Also, feel free to offer additions.
Okay.
What, no praying hands emoticon?
Praying hands emoticon. Please?
Just a second.
KK.
And now I put in the chat sex.doc, which is the document of my super sexy funny script.
Reading.
Enjoy.
You have outdone yourself. And I would imagine you would want a cold bitch voice for my line after the many syllables.
You make me blush when you say such things. And I ain't kidding. I really did try hard. Yes, all the sexiness drains from your voice at that point.
I think I know a way to stretch it a bit. 10 to 15 seconds here and there. No talking, just sounds of movement in the dark over music.
Yes. We will really take our time with this one. Lines and everything. Sounds.
Yeah. I can see this one being about what isn't said just as much as what is said. The power of the pause is often underutilized.
You get it completely. And I get you to say something submissive near the end. And it's okay since it's a direct quote.
Is it the take me line? Oh, no. You control me completely.
Yes!
Because I was going to suggest I would never say take me. Or should I say, I don't know any woman who would say that.
I am willing to make changes to make it more realistic.
I would say, fuck me, precious prince, all night long.
Yeah! Fuck me, it is. Well, I have a ton of faith in you after your video with Salmon.
I knew it would increase your confidence.
That's because you're smart. I knew you were anxious for this, so I got it done during my 3-day blur of activity and creativity.
When did you want to get it out? Or rather, when did you want to record?
I'll assume you were busy tomorrow. Tuesday, later evening. Wednesday, no. Other days, I am mostly open.
Wednesday is best for me, like after 6 p.m. your time. Tomorrow I have a little bit of time if you wanted to walk through it with me, so I know exactly what you're looking for, line by line.
Tomorrow is good. Some lines require better timing to them to make them pop.
Yeah, agreed. I think this one will take more prep than the others, if only because of me. I don't want it to become cringy.
You're right. This one will need more direction than the others did. Make your own joke around directing a sub here. Lol.
Cool. When is good for you tomorrow?
This will be so much fun, princess. Working on a description. Whenever. No real plans.
Okay. I'll be sure to be online around 7 p.m. your time or so.
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, my small news. I recorded 2 singing videos for the other channel. Same song, one done as a ballad and the other done as a rocker.
Very cool.
I feel it is a song with the most poetic lyrics that I have ever done.
Anything I would know?
Oh, no, this is an original song.
Oh, super cool.
You know, Greek myths. Who descended into Hades to reclaim his love?
Orpheus.
Okay, I mentioned that event in the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of his lover?
Would you care to hear it?
Sure.
I don't recall. Persephone? Choose fast or slow version.
Close. Persephone was stolen by Hades to be queen of the underworld. Her absence from the earth explains winter.
That's right.
She has to stay in Hades 1 month for every pomegranate seed she consumed.
Yeah! They made a Nancy Drew game based on that. So, which version do you want to hear?
Which one are you most content with?
It was written to be done fast, but the slow version lets you hear the lyrics better.
Can you send me the lyrics?
It looks like I don't have them saved on this computer. Sorry.
No worries. What about sending them both?
Okay, I will send my song to Kelpie. It's called Until the End Comes, and then in parentheses I wrote original song fast version. And then you know what I did? Then I sent the other song too. And it's called Until the End Comes hyphen. Oh wait, no, that's a parentheses. Original song hyphen the slow version.
Ah, so I can have 2 songs I don't listen to. Thank you.
De nada.
However, I am famished. So to properly appreciate them, I am going to get some nourishment.
You could always suck my dick. R.I.P. Jeff Stacy.
Indeed, R.I.P. Jeff Stacy.
I shall do the same.
Excelente.
Are you back yet? I'm off to bed. Sleep well, Kelpish.
May 25th, 2020. Jorrun, I am so sorry. Some unexpected personal commitments have arisen. My deepest apologies. Praying hands emoji. Bowing emoji. Can we try again for tomorrow evening?
Apology accepted. I was feeling very blown off by you, but it's cool now.
May 28th, 2020.
Hello, Kelpill. Well, it's been 3 days since I last heard from you. This feels strange, since we were chatting every day. Most important to me, I hope you and your cats and your family and etc. are all doing well at this time. But that being said, my gut instinct tells me that you are not contacting me for some reason. Perhaps there is something you don't wish to tell me, but I need answers. If you don't want to do the project with me anymore, let me know so I can recast it and get it done. If you don't want to be my friend anymore, well, I'll be disappointed, but give me the courtesy and respect of telling me that. Thank you.
Wait, hold on just a moment, please. Praying hands emoji. I need like 10 minutes. I apologize for being incommunicado. I honestly forgot I said tomorrow in my last communication to you, and so I apologize for that too. I understand if you want to go with someone else. I don't think I'll be able to work on it until the weekend if I'm being completely honest with myself. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. How often do you get apologies in Latin?
I am back from my walk.
I hope it was pleasing to you.
It was raining, but good for me.
I adore walking in the rain.
I'm sorry to hear about your problems. It was going to be a half hour, but I took a wrong turn and it was 45 minutes. Oh well, my purple hoodie protects me from all evil.
I've never owned cats before, but all signs point to her just being 21 going on 22. She's just fucking old, and when she lost her hearing, it was a big deal.
Of course.
But in the last 2 months, it's clear she can't see much. But she still eats like a lion and keeps herself hydrated.
I had my childhood cat put to sleep without my consent when I was 20 years old, living in New York for 3 months. I was heartbroken. It was just too much damage to repair.
I can't even imagine that hurt.
It was pretty bad. I felt betrayed. I
would resent the person who made that decision.
I did, for a while.
Even if it was the right thing to do. I think I'm getting to know you. And while you may have forgiven that person, you'll never forget.
It was my parents. They were poor. All the operations would have hurt them too much financially.
You don't have to answer, but you were informed after the fact.
Yes. I was away in New York State at the time. They told me in a letter.
Did you have a phone?
Yes.
Did they have a phone? I'm not being trite. I do not want to assume anything. Let's talk about something else. What does your Saturday look like?
Yes, they had a phone. Westmost suggested I live stream with Kinetic Day. So we are doing that sometime Saturday.
Okay. I have a few random errands to run.
Oh, cool.
I guess that is me assuming we are still collaborating. But I support you would need to confirm that.
I accept your Latin apologies.
Thank you. Praying hands emoji. If they didn't work, I would have had to have tried limericks, and no one should have to bear witness to those.
Oh, God.
You laughed a little, didn't you?
Having to use Google Translate was bad enough.
I can tell these things. Oh, well, it's well known. I think it's the prayer of the confession or something.
No laugh. Smile, yes.
A chuckle. A snicker.
Just a smile.
I'll take it. What if I would have said haiku?
Well, I love haikus.
Or my personal fave, iambic pentameter. Iambe was a classical goddess associated with Demeter. When her daughter was in Hades, Iambe raised her dress to show Demeter her vulva. Apparently, that was comedy in classical times. It made Demeter feel a little better. Isn't that just amazingly crazy?
I really felt as though you were avoiding me on purpose. So apologies were a good thing.
I'm not gonna lie. My life is chaotic at the moment. And sometimes when it's my job, there's a healthy amount of stress in my role.
I think you should catch up on rest and sleep, especially. Don't read more into that sentence than I said. Take it at face value.
Like, if I get shit wrong, it's a multi-million-dollar mistake. I can't even think about it that way, or I would never get anything done. I say that to let you know that it wasn't over just having a little extra work.
Heavy duty, indeed.
That's why I don't think about that part. I'm just playing in Excel.
Good idea. Like I said, catch up on your sleep to the extent that you can.
I'm going to try.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm also glad that my jobs don't have as much financial risk on my shoulders as your jobs do.
I never actually thought about it until it was left in my reviews. I was speechless for like 5 minutes.
How long ago was that?
Like 7 years ago.
I see.
Are you seeing the news? Minnesota is on fire.
What? Oh my God!
From protests. They are burning down police stations. And all police, National Guard, firefighters are completely absent. Just a fucking mob.
Fuck! I'm watching the video now!
It's insane. This may not be popular. That would never happen in Arizona.
How so?
Open carry state.
Oh, so like a lot of deaths would occur?
No, it's a subconscious thing.
I don't think that I am interested in finding out what differences we have politically. I will say this, I have no trust in police officers at this point.
I trust no one. As far as I'm concerned, anyone in power has sold their soul.
I was tempted to say, well, trust me, but this is not a joke I want to make.
I should edit that.
Yes, they have sold their souls, and the price was way too high for what is essentially nothing.
I can count on one hand the people I trust.
I am luckier.
I was about to say something very pessimistic.
I strongly suggest that you don't. I didn't address what you said earlier about me ignoring you in the chat. I'm not the type to act like things are fine publicly when I feel they are not privately. That's just how I am as a person.
I am the exact opposite.
Well, I'm glad I mentioned it then. Now we understand each other better.
Yep.
If you were curious, my Tuesday and Wednesday were amazing.
That is wonderful. How were they amazing?
Well, I saw my parents Tuesday for the first time in over a month.
Was there a specific reason for meeting them?
Later the same day, I saw my ex-partner in my comedy troupe. He has really proven himself to be one of my best friends and someone that I can rely upon.
I believe you told me about him previously. That is really wonderful.
The reason I was missing them, and I know they are really missing me, I didn't see them on an anniversary, and that never happens.
Are they local to you?
About 45 minutes away.
Not too bad.
Wednesday, I spent with a couple, 2 people that I have been meaning to call for years. They accepted my apology for being a shitty friend, and I went to their place. It was an amazing day, and we reaffirmed what we meant to each other.
How long have you known them?
She and I used to work together 5 years ago. I haven't seen them in 3 years. Just kept putting off calling them, and it got harder the longer I waited.
Oh yeah, I know that quandary.
This quarantine was going to be my time to reconnect with everyone then. 1 month went by, then 2. Well, I am on a better path with that now. I need to keep on it.
Would that be a dominant path?
The most dominant path. When Jorrun comes to a crossroads, he takes the most dominant path. When Jorrun comes to a crossroads, he takes the least beta path.
When Jorrun comes to a crossroads, he lays down coupons.
When Jorrun comes to a fork in the road, he takes it.
When Jorrun comes to a crossroads, he writes his name. He writes his name on his dick.
When Jorrun comes to a crossroads, he lays coupons down so not to get to come on the roads. Do you get it? Did you get it? It's come, also come.
Yeah, I made that joke like 3 jokes
It's
ago.
funny because it's true.
I also contacted an ex, who I am still friends with. The phone call was unexpectedly awkward, but that's a long story for another time.
Understood. I have never been on speaking terms with any exes. I'm not sure what that is like.
At some point, you just have to realize what exactly you mean to each other. I'm speaking as if it was easy to do. She was worth keeping in my life.
That's a good thing.
Feels good.
Not sure how much you've explored the Discord, but if you go in the self-promo area
Very little. I am in 4 groups now.
and scroll up, there is a picture of me in a Kelpie shirt, but most of my face is cut off.
Thank you. How do I find this self-promotion area?
It's a super cool shirt. It's the first room under general posts.
In the Baked Salmon Network Discord?
Yep.
Found it! Nice lips!
Thank you.
C-cups? It's a question. Holy fuck. The person he said C-cups.
Isn't that how you respond to all pictures of your female friends? Those boobs are huge!
Those boobs is huge! So you show him a picture, and he says, nice lips. And then he's like, C-cups? Hey, we do that again. C-cups? It's a question.
Not answering that.
BS then. That shirt is a nice color. Is it maroon?
Yeah, my first instinct is to always select black. I think the website calls it something different, but yeah.
Cool. Red is always my favorite.
Red is a powerful color.
It means happiness in China. I loved red all my life. It is me.
Good luck in India. Brides wear red.
Very cool. And you are right.
White is worn at funerals. The first time I went to India, we were visiting this river temple, and I got to see the last half of a funeral. Intense.
Ganges?
I wish. It wasn't a famous river. It was near Bangalore in the south. I remember you saying you wanted to travel more in the future. Is there a place you would absolutely go to first?
Yes! It was between Brazil and Mexico. My main reason to go to Brazil has evaporated. So Mexico it is!
Are there specific cities? Or would you try and find a tour that took you all over?
My interest is to see all the Mayan ruins and climbing all the ziggurats.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you for not calling them pyramids.
I like being danked, especially if the person is bowing at the time. But, oh, that's why.
I don't know why.
I want to see all those places with those extremely long names.
But ever since I learned the difference between the two, it's an intellectual trigger. It's like calling a lion a tiger. Machu Picchu?
Well, I'm glad to turn you on like that.
Sacsayhuaman?
You literally read my mind with that one.
Lake Titicaca?
Plus, Mexico is so close. Baby steps before I cross the oceans. Cornholio loves Lake Titicaca. Lol. I have monies now. I think I will go there after this plague is gone.
You should. There are going to be insane travel deals. Have you looked at any flights recently? Even dates that are months out? I'm forgetting a name.
Oh, Tegan told me about the stock market. Now is the time to buy shares in travel companies.
Ole Tombo? Oops, I mean Olante Tombo.
United Airlines stock went from $93 a share to $21 a share in 6 months.
Tia Owanku. That is the one I was thinking of. With the H stones? Yep, that is a great deal.
Years ago, I found a very reputable travel company. that took you all over South America. But I lost their name. Damn it.
Oh my God, there is only one guide. David Hatcher Childress. He does get into the woo-woo type topics, but he is such a character. I know if you Google archaeological tours or archaeology tours,
He sounds expensive.
they are a solid tour company with some great itineraries all over the world. I almost went to Egypt with them. He still does tours, but they may be a little more. However, he gets crazy access to the sites, like sunrise access for just his group at Tiahuanaco. You might not like him. 80% of my interest is the way he talks. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
And I send him a link of David Hatcher Childress's YouTube channel. Just go to his channel and his intro video will start, if it pleases you.
That's more like it.
And half his channel is him uploading copyright-free old movies.
You are correct. I don't like him, lol. But copyright-free old movies?
All the ones with the hand-painted posters. He is, at best, an acquired taste. But
Okay, I subscribed. You can go back to esteeming me.
he is allowed everywhere. And I send him an example of one of his videos.
You are boring me.
I'm what you?
Boring.
You can just play it with the sound off, just for the raw footage.
I take a hardline stance against ancient aliens talk.
Well, there is a spectrum of claims. Some of them are backed by data. Many are ridiculous.
It all smacks of brown people with technology, aliens. White people with technology, brilliance.
I think that claim can definitely be made of von Daniken's work, Trade of the Gods. But we still do not have a working theory that explains how the Giza pyramids were designed and built.
I am jumping around from travel site to travel site. Ha ha!
Because every time they actually try one, it fails, even with modern equipment.
Ah!
Or they can only do it at like 1/32 of the size.
By the way, since I didn't address this, I still want to work with you.
I'm glad.
That being said, everyone I have worked with have been eminently professional. So, it's better for you to be rested and what have you, and I wait a little longer than you saying you will contact me at a set time, then you ghost me. Am I clear?
Are you serious?
Could you be more specific?
Perhaps this isn't a good idea.
Elaborate.
No. I think we just need to agree to disagree.
Look, I was very unhappy with you when Monday at 7 p.m. came and went, and you weren't around.
Okay.
Is that understandable?
And I was having a metric fuck ton of unforeseen deadlines and deliverables handed to me this week. It's not like I blew you off to go shopping.
Well, I didn't know that. I am of the opinion, and you may not agree, that a very brief message should be sent if you can't make an appointment. I admit to not knowing what you were doing earlier in the day.
You're absolutely right. And 999 times out of 1,000, it's what I do.
Excellent.
But I dropped the ball and I apologized. But if you're going to hold it against me, it's not going to work. And your peace will suffer because there'll be zero chemistry.
To let you know what was going on inside my head that day, I was feeling blown off by you the night before, so I wasn't in the best of moods. And I 100% agree about the importance of chemistry. I am not holding anything against you, I promise. But my work is very important to me. I just want to know if I can rely on you to be there when you say you will. And yes, extenuating circumstances are a real thing.
What do you think would have happened if you sent that same message to the Great Babsby or Tiffany?
I don't know the Great Babsby that well. Tiffany is amazing. I'm hard-pressed to think higher of her than I already do.
That's not answering the question.
Oh, demanding, aren't we?
You questioned my professionalism.
What would happen is Tiffany would agree. Tiffany would show up on time, prepared.
That isn't the question.
What? You asked what would happen if I sent that to Tiff. I told you, she'd agree with me.
If you sent that to her after she didn't make an appointment. And honestly, being professional isn't about never making mistakes. It's about how you handle them when you do.
How much honesty do you want?
I think we should part amicably.
So, you were saying you don't want to do the sketch?
I do. I was super excited to do it.
But
we collaborate as peers, and I don't think you consider me one given your statements.
it's probably a case of the old harder to understand as a text than as voice type of thing.
I think your intent was rather clear.
It wasn't to insult you.
In fact, you actually said, "Am I clear?"
You may have missed the part where I said that your health and rest is more important than me getting my sketch done ASAP.
It seemed saccharinely trenchant to me.
It wasn't. It was sincere.
You don't even know what those words mean.
It wasn't. And it was sincere. So was my statement about your cat. Those things matter to me.
Let's do this. Let's sleep on it.